there were many characters in the My Hero Ultra Rumble beta, and I'm sure that roster is highly likely to grow as the game continues. But within the Ultra Rumble beta, there were a few characters who were a little bit overpowered. Today, I thought it would be nice to go over that, as with the game being a battle royale, it is something that the game will need to sort out. Balancing is a huge factor when it comes to multiplayer games, and without balancing, the game would be all over the place. What is going on, everybody? My name is Snappy, and I hope you're having a beautiful day so far. Just real quick, I do want to mention that I do have a fan on in the background. It is unbelievably warm, and I also have really bad hay fever right now, so please excuse my muffly voice. But I hope everyone is having a lovely start to this summer. I know I sure am. And if you're currently not doing anything right now, I do have a Discord that you guys can join. The link will be in the description, and you can get your own My Hero Ultra Rumble role. This will help you keep up with any news for My Hero Ultra Rumble. Anyway, what character needs a nerf? Well, there's actually a few characters which could do with a little bit of a nerf. There are also multiple characters which really could do with a buff too, but that'll be a separate video, so please be sure to keep the lookout for that one. I think it's important to go over what determines an overpowered character in My Hero Ultra Rumble. While if you play the game it would seem pretty obvious, the easiest way to explain an overpowered character would be a character that is very powerful but at the same time very easy to use. Let's say someone were to download a game today and they were to pick a character that's so easy to use, it seems like they would have the experience of someone who was playing for, let's say, a few months. And that's all because this character is genuinely just overpowered. You see, My Hero Ultra Rumble isn't really a difficult game to pick up. I mean, you all know Battle Royale games by now. They all kind of work the same way. And even then, the characters in My Hero Ultra Rumble as of right now aren't difficult to pick up. However, there are a few characters which genuinely will give you that advantage. So starting off with the first character I believe they are going to nerf, or I believe deserves a nerf, is Ochako Ubaraka. Now, in the My Hero Ultra Rumble beta, Ochako Ubaraka was absolutely insane. One of the main things that made Ochako as overpowered as she was her spin ability. This was her B ability. Using the ability would cause you to spin around, all whilst holding a solid item. Now, as you level up that ability, the item that you are holding will change. But even with your B ability at the minimum level, it is still absolutely insane. What doesn't help either is that this spin ability will last super long, and the cooldown time in between usages are just not that long at all. So within seconds after using this spin ability, you will be able to do it all over again. Of course, people can hit you out of this spin ability, but of course, all you had to do was just click R1 and you would go straight back into it. If one of your opponents were to be caught in your spin ability, they will be able to do absolutely nothing unless they get lucky and time an attack just right to be able to hit you out of it. However, you can put yourself back in this spin ability within seconds, so generally this does make Ubaraka kind of overpowered. I do believe her float ability is fine. In fact, the float ability is kind of difficult to use if you are new to the game. It's definitely one of those abilities which takes a few practices to actually master. So generally, I don't believe that Ubaraka's float ability needs to be nerfed. Her projectile is also fine. Same goes with her projectile. I genuinely don't think that needs a nerf. I think that was in a very good position. So realistically, all that would need nerf is Ubaraka's spin ability. And even then, it might not even need that much of a nerf. I just think the cooldown should be extended just a little bit and maybe a slight decrease in damage. The next character I believe that needs a nerf, and probably a very controversial one, but is Froppy. Froppy, or Sue, is easily one of the most, if not the most overpowered character in My Hero Ultra Rumble. She is a very easy character to use and quite honestly has the best movement mobility in the game. She can run straight up walls without needing to find a movement card. She can use her tongue to grapple. She runs on all fours and she can go invisible. Generally, in most games, you will see a Froppy. This is because in the beta, she was such a meta character and using her invisibility was so easy to get out of fights. In fact, I did actually use it a bunch of times because it was actually crazy. Her tongue slam ability was also insane too. In fact, I actually got a clip where I ran up a building and tongue slammed a Shigaraki and he had no idea it was coming. But even then, using her B ability, she would swing her tongue around in a circle. Now, personally, I think Froppy's damage is okay. Maybe a slight damage nerf on the tongue slam will be fine, but even then, that is a pretty hard attack to hit. So that one's kind of controversial in some sort of way. But realistically, I do think the invisibility is a bit too overpowered. Now, I don't think they should actually get rid of the invisibility because it does make sense for Froppy. I just feel like the actual invisibility should be a tad bit more visible. It is kind of something that might put people at a disadvantage if they don't have very good eyesight. The only source of information you have to catch an invisible Froppy is either a sound cue, slight visibility, or the smoke marks from running. Generally, when running on grass though, these smoke marks are a little bit difficult to see. If the Froppy is running up a wall, it will be so much easier to see and catch. However, I just believe that the invisibility should be a little more visible. Of course, not too much, because that would just get rid of the whole invisibility, you know, thing. There kind of has to be a point to it. But of course, at the same time, it is a battle royale game and movement is actually very important. But yes, I believe both Froppy and Ubaraka need a nerf in My Hero Ultra Rumble. If you guys disagree with me, please let me know down in the comments below. And of course, also let me know what other characters you think need a nerf or a buff. At the same time, let me know why, and you might be featured in the next video. But anyway, that is it for this video. If you guys did enjoy, please be sure to drop a like and of course sub, because it lets me know you guys want to see more videos just like this one. But I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. It's been your boy Snap. Peace out.